Simon Phoenix. This is Shots Fired. What up? What up? What up? It's the Sunday night rant. And if you don't know how I get down on Sundays, I normally go through emails, Facebook posts, comments, inboxes, the whole 9 yards. If you would like to get in contact with me so I can read off your email question or something that you would like to hear me rant about, you can catch me at simonphoenixgmail.com. You can always say jump into one of my inboxes, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Simon Phoenix. You should probably get involved. So you can hit me there and we'll get off into whatever you want to hear me rant about, because you must like this shit I be on. Now, we got that out the way. Let's get into the first thing. Now, this week was super easy. I'm going to say that off jump. This week was super easy. We was having crazy conversations about these three things, so I felt like they was worth ranting about. First thing on the agenda is Busta Rhymes, too dope for verses. Short answer to that is, yep, pretty much. It is a wrap. Why would I say that? Well, I'm going to say what my man Denishel said first. If that man digging his bag, who gonna beat him? Yeah. That's pretty much facts. His bag is almost unlimited, like he was Richie Rich. It's deep with them hits. And it's hard to come up with somebody that would actually show up to the verses to go against him. Like, you could throw out a dream match. Yo, I like to see him and Jay, but we ain't gonna see that. Yo, I'd like to see him in LL. Nah, that's probably not gonna happen. So it's just hard to say who we would see go against them. Then you get to throwing out artists and you're like, oh, what about Ludacris? I'm like, Ludacris got some hits and it is a 20 hit limit. But when Luda go into the B cuts, his B cuts ain't like Busta B cuts. And that's everybody's problem. Plus whoever Busta decide to pull out his bag for his guest. That's a problem. Busta can pull out anybody in the industry. So whether it's Janet Jackson to destroy the whole show and break the fucking internet, I mean, let's keep it real. If Busta Rhymes does a versus and Janet Jackson comes out, y'all gonna lose your minds and the people in the building's heads gonna pop off. It's just what it is. So no to a Ludacris. I, in my stupidity, before y'all chewed me a whole new ass, was like, well, what about Twista? You know what I'm saying? He got hits, he rap fast, he got joints for just about everybody. And I was like, he got some super hood classics that gonna get play from a certain age group and, you know, the ladies love him. Nope, he ain't got enough. His bag ain't deep enough. So at the end of the day, I was like, man, I tried and I have definitely failed in my attempt. Because just like my man said, now, and when I say my mans, I'm talking about my boy Denishel, one of my favorite guys, crazy as hell, and probably the world's biggest Busta Rhymes fan, says to me, man, look here, man. If you bring up somebody to go against Busta Rhymes on your show, play that. Hit the button. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So anybody that you got for Busta Rhymes, he told me to say this to you.
I smell bullshit. That's what I'm saying. I smell bullshit. Lies and deceit.
Shout out Danish. So therefore, I ain't got a person for y'all. Y'all can't tell me a person that we could have a good debate about, because all the hip hop heads, all the cats I have any respect for in the game of hip hop, listening to it and would at least have a good conversation or debate, nah, none of them see a person. So finding someone to go against Busta Rhymes has been a complete failure. We just gonna have to leave that one alone. All right, so let's switch gears for a minute. Let's get a little serious. Recently there was an article about a young lady being the R word in Pennsylvania by a homeless man. And the uproar was because she was on some type of public transportation. I would like to say that it was a subway. The subway car was not empty, therefore this is where the beef comes in. No one assisted said lady, and the people that were there, some of them pulled out their phones. The outrage then went to the people that was there that did not help should be held with charges, as well as the people that were videotaping. And so someone like me was like, well, you can't lock up the people for not helping. You probably could get the people who videotaped it, but they're just going to be like, I videotaped it so we could prove and find out who it was. I was scared. That's it. That's all you need. They're not going to pursue that because that'll be a waste of taxpayers' money on some real shit. So I then had a lady tell me, well, what if it was, if you have daughters, one of your daughters? And I was like, she must not don't know me very well, do she? So my reply back was, well, one of my daughters is trained with firearms and getting ready to own her first firearm. So it's probably not going to be a good look for somebody trying to take the goodies from her. But she always keep a blaze, so she been to poke your dumb ass. My other daughter is, let's just say she got anger issues, and she definitely would poke your ass. I don't think that'd be a good look. And to any of the little girls that I have had any part in raising, all of them have been given the knife class by me personally. So they'll probably all poke your ass. Something to that extent is what I said. I'm paraphrasing because I'm just thinking about it. I didn't go look up what I said because I say some stupid shit sometimes to people when they say even crazier shit to me. But I'm like, look, in a nutshell, all the little girls I know that I've dealt with, I put them on to knives early, and I cop them a knife when they get into high school and tell them keep it with them at all times, just in case you may need it. Period. So no, but then I follow that up with, but if it were me, I would have participated in probably ass whooping, and I can't say anything else because it's against the law. That's probably what I would have did. But there's a reason why. I say all the time, I'm a real Marine. You know, sometimes you get bad Marines out there, but I'm the idea of a Marine. I stand on that shit. So no, I'm not about to allow somebody to take it from some woman in public in front of me. No, bro, you about to get, for lack of a better word, fucked up. It's just obvious what it is. So I say some shit like that to her. She was like, well, I'm just making sure. I'm like, the fuck? Do I look like not helping? I said, I work in security. I'm a former Marine. I'm a gunhead. I'm the people who are definitely going to do something if this type of bullshit is happening. I'm not tripping over that. What I'm tripping over is the fact that there were actual people there and no one said, hey, let's jump them. Like, there's strength in numbers. So even if you told me that all the bystanders were women, nothing against women. I know there's some women out there that could really kick your ass. I don't want nobody like Ronda Rousey to run up on me in the middle of the street. Real talk, I'll put two in her. She dangerous. Anyway, my point being is, I know women ain't no punks. But even if you did tell me there was a group of ladies in numbers, you could have whooped him. So no, this is a character conversation about humanity right now and how in reality a lot of y'all is some punk motherfuckers. That's what this is. No more, no less. Some of you are cowards, and it shows in situations like this. And some of us are not. That's what it is. I don't know what to tell you. My best bet to say to you would be check your friends and the people around you. And if you look in the mirror and you said you would have did nothing, then you might want to rethink your behavior because you was a punk motherfucker. Now, since we got that out the way, I just had to get that off because it kind of irked me, the whole situation. And I was like, well, I'm going to take the dirtbag road. I don't really care. All right, let's slide out real quick for some commercial breaks. And then after that, we'll go into our last topic of the evening, and then we'll get on up out of here. All right, we'll be right back in 2 and 2. Hey, is your car out here looking like a POS? Mostly because it's dirty? Backseat is filled with McDonald's, Burger King, all types of fast food trash. Well, worry no longer, because you can be a happy customer of Marky's Detailing. That's right, Marky's Detailing is here to help you out. Known for their excellent cleaning skills, Marky Detailing will get your car clean from the top to bottom, specializing in getting in that undercarriage. That's right, Marky Detailing. All you need to know is we go where you are. Marky's Detailing is known to come to your location and get your car spotless clean. With the latest in technology and ways of cleaning your car and getting in all the nooks and crannies. That's right, Marky Detailing. Hey, you can find us on Facebook, or you can call us direct at 616-502-6131. That again is 616-502-6131. Marky Detailing. Also look for us on Facebook.
Yeah, you know what it is. Shots Fired Podcast popping.
Stock the Bar Vodka, made right here in Michigan. Distilled from Michigan red winter wheat. The red winter wheat provides this drink with one of the smoothest flavors known to man. Stock the Bar Vodka, premium quality. Our motto is smooth taste with a purpose. And now, the official sponsor of Shots Fired Podcast. Stock the Bar Vodka. Pour up a glass. Drink with a purpose.
Brought to you by Mind Bender Incorporated in association with Ashy Radio.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
Yeah. So as we get back to it, the last topic of the evening, and possibly to me, one of the most interesting, is what's going on with NBA player Kyrie. So, wow, where do we go? So the conversation on Facebook is really broken down to, we don't see Kyrie as being a feasible person to represent the idea of not taking the shot. But there has been plenty of people who have stepped up to that plate and said, I'm not doing it. It's not what I'm going to do. It's not for me. And so what it has turned into is that Kyrie said he wasn't going to do it. And then it went from that to the team was like, you can't play at home, but you can play in places where they will allow that because everyone is following what New York said. And then other people was like, you're letting down your teammates, and that's not right. And you should obey your contract, and that's not right. And then those of us who understand bread was like, you leaving a lot of dough on the table with this. And so the kind of thinking of a lot of adults at this very moment is whether this NBA player will be playing. And this is all over his belief that he shouldn't be forced to have a shot. And therefore, because he's standing on those terms, he's wrong. And so for me, the biggest thing that I found to be more interesting than anything else involving it really boils down to this. Why y'all can't back him up? Whether you are or you aren't, no matter how you feel, why he can't have his own personal decision about his body. I say that because as it's your body, you should have the right to, as long as you're not hurting the rest of us, whatever you like to do. You know, we supposed to have this stance all the time. But I find it funny that with Kyrie, it's you need to conform now. But when it comes to a person saying, it's my body and I like to get tattoos and piercings everywhere. Nope, that's perfectly fine. You might not can't work for me, but that's perfectly fine. Who am I to stop you? And I know some people are going to say, that's not a good metaphor, because we talking about public safety and health. And I would come back with, well, if you've read the material that's telling you what the shot is supposed to do, the shot cannot prevent you from getting COVID or giving it. So his chances of giving you COVID is the same as his chances of giving you COVID, with or without the shot. It is what it is. The whole point of it is to say that it should lessen your symptoms to getting COVID. It is using the idea of the flu shot. You get the flu shot and you hope that the strand of flu that you get, it should combat it off of that. Now, the fine print is that they're using the strand from the year before that was the most prevalent, meaning the one that most people got, that's the strand they're using to give you the following year to hopefully stop that strand. That's why we get the flu every year. Just is what it is. So for you to then tell this man that he has to get a shot to lessen the chances of it hurting him, but he can't play, is ridiculous. But see, we not saying all of those parts, so then it turns into, oh, he's hurting his teammates. Oh, he's trying to just defy the system. And I don't see nobody standing behind him being like, yo, he got that right. That's his body. And we have all come to the conclusion you should be able to do with your body whatever you like. We have these conversations frequently. Normally, those conversations are turned towards women. And if we say, hey, they can put on another boobs, or they can go get new booties, or whatever the case may be, they can get lips or get their eyes changed, or whatever they're doing, right? Normally, that's the people who have the light shined on them over what you're doing with your body. That's normally it. And I can acknowledge that and say, for the most part, I'm like, do what you're going to do. You're going to go get you a new booty? By all means, go get you some cheeks. You flat chested, you need some boobies? Hey, by all means, go get you some tatas. Know what I'm saying? If that's going to make you happy, do what you do, boo. But in the same breath, when it come to Kyrie, I'm like, looking at the evidence and what they're presenting right now, he well within his right to say, I don't want that shot, so therefore, leave that man alone. Because you're trying to force something in his body that he does not want. He got all the right in the world to say, no, I don't want that. I'm cool. You told me to do this, this, and this. That's cool, but I don't want it. We're supposed to respect that as human beings, as sanctioned beings. Y'all say that we were sanctioned by God. A lot of people want to say that. We already know we're sentient beings. We're intelligent. I think either one of those, he's intelligent enough to know, or, hey, man, if he decide that he put that on God's shoulders, either way, he deserved the right to be able to do that without being scrutinized by the rest of us. It just is what it is. When you tell me that, hey, I don't got to say so that if you was a man and now you a woman, because that's your body, the same way you ain't got a right to tell him, hey, you got to have that shot. I'm a all or nothing kind of guy. I know it's some nuances in all of these things that we are discussing, but in the end, they all boil down to about the same type of shit. So what is it going to be? Is it going to be, hey, I respect you as an intelligent human being and you have the right to make decisions with your body as you like to do, or depending on what it is, we get to bully you into doing what we want you to do? Which one is it? That's what I want to know. And I ain't got no answers. My personal opinion on it is leave the man the fuck alone. He not hurting nobody. I say to people all the time, Jesse Jackson and his wife was fully vaccinated and they still caught COVID and got extremely sick. The fuck? Then I could say, as a person, I'm a COVID survivor. I got it and was not sick. Was at home chilling. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's people that's done died. But if you tell me that the shot's not going to do nothing but hopefully have my conditions lessened, and I'm a person to say, well, I got it and I was at home chilling playing video games. I wasn't sick. I ain't had a poops. Nothing. I was maxing and relaxing. On day 10, I lost my taste. On day 12, it came back. I don't know what to say. Well, I mean, I just don't get it. So I don't know what to say. And I know people have passed away from this. I do. I'm not trying to downplay that at all. But I'm just saying, like, when you look at the statistics of how many people have survived, we're like over 80%. So what are we really arguing about for this person and his life? And if he says, I don't want that, I mean, I think we should respect it. That's me. But I know people are going to do and say whatever they want. So it is what it is. You know, sometimes you got to just be like, man, I got to leave that shit alone, man. I can't even fuck with that shit, bro. I got to let that be, baby. You ain't going to have me all stressed out, man, arguing over y'all shit. Now, me personally, I get a kick out of arguing over y'all shit, but that's just because I got problems. Not because everything needs to be argued about. I just got problems. But I recognize that as a person, and I'm trying to be better. I mean, that's just me. Yeah, I'm trying to be better. I don't mean I'm going to be better. But I'm trying to be better. Well, let me slide on out one of my favorite joints. I just because I ain't heard it in a minute. You know what I'm saying? This is for me, not for y'all. If y'all on it, I suggest you get on it. Shout out to the God. Alfie the Great. It's been your boy, Simon Phoenix. I'm out of here.
What up, sis? What up, Lori? Ain't 10. I see you, baby. You working, you know, doing what it do. Mad behind the boards. Yeah. Nigga bowling back there. You know, be who he knew.
Let these balls ring out, these rappers not in my section. Never had shit, so I ain't never been a flexer. Never had an old school, never had a Lexus. No scars on my face, but I rap a lot. Texas, this a family affair, and you ain't on the guest list with your head decapitated. Ain't no need for a necklace. I smoke a little weed, but I'm never drunk or reckless. Good in my own skin, they looking for acceptance. On the flip side, I hope the streets can accept this. Niggas in the booth reppin' the city all reckless. My soul scarred from years of hard living. Easter Sunday in the booth, bear witness to God risen. It's time I hold court, take law in my own hand. 9 to 5 was slowing up, time to get it with them grams. Posted on the corners, we was living off the land. No cell phones back then, we did it hand in hand.
Give me the work, I bring the cash back.
Commas and digits, I'm here to add that. Drown me in holes, now y'all can have that. Sleeping on me, you get a dirt nap. Give me the work, I bring the cash back. Commas and digits, I'm here to add that.